I'm a huge mythology nerd. I'm a massive nerd in general and proud of it, but one of the original nerdy obsessions was mythology, in particular ancient Greek myths. I'm not entirely sure how it started, but I know I'm not the only one, so maybe someone else can explain. But mythology had a grip on my heart from an early age. I was the kid who asked for myth compendiums for Christmas in third grade. The love ran deep, and I think that's also around the same time I was asking my parents for Shakespeare books after I'd gone to a Shakespeare camp in second grade. It was recommended by a teacher. Apparently, I was very dramatic and had a lot of energy. Shocker, I know, but that's a whole other can of worms. The point is, I did not have what some people may call normal kid interests, and that doesn't ever really go away. So, when faced with trying to draw what comes to mind with the word golden, my brain turns to the hands of Midas. And as I was drawing, I began to recall more about his tale. Midas, a king in Greece, had been blessed by Dionysus, god of wine, theater, and merriment, for protecting and aiding one of the god's most treasured companions. In return, he was offered a single wish, and it was Midas himself who chose the blessing of turning whatever he touched into gold. It was not until he attempted to eat and could not, and even on accident turned his own daughter to gold, that Midas realized his mistake, and that the blessing was in fact a curse of his own making. And in some tellings, this is how the story ends. Midas meets his end starved, his demise being his own making, his vanity being his destruction, a lesson in forethought and greed. And while not a bad lesson, this is not the only ending. In some tellings, after turning his daughter into a statue of pure gold, Midas prayed to Dionysus for help and guidance, and he received his answer. He was told to wash himself in the river Pactolus, and the current would strip away the gold from his being. He followed the god's guidance, and the river did as he said it would, pulling the gold from Midas and scattering it along the shores. When Midas returned home, all was restored to how it should be, including his daughter, a rare instance of a particularly happy ending for Greek mythology. But with this addition, it alters the message of the story. The lesson of being wary of one's own greed and hubris is still there. But to me, there is a strong undertone of forgiveness and understanding. Midas's choice was foolish and reckless. He did not consider the repercussions of his wish, but the mistake did not destroy him or those he loved. He sought help, looked for solutions, actively tried to make things better, and when it was resolved, he vowed to do better. In my opinion, the true story of Midas is about acknowledging one's own mistakes and shortcomings, and growing by learning from this. People aren't perfect, but we can always aim to be better today than we were yesterday. At least that's what I think.